And what's the lefty-righty dynamic with the funk, as you referred to it with Brandon? How does that affect all of this?
Oh, absolutely. When I love these matchups when the fellas are lined up, heads up from each other, and the ladies. So definitely affects the strategy, and you have to expect the boys to go more cross court than straight ahead, whether it's with the soft stuff or with the pace.
And this is interesting. This is 2 mixed matches out of 3 where the guy has been staying on the right with a lefty on the other side. So you see French there. Jack Sock actually played a bunch on the right earlier today, surprisingly.
Yeah, a little cross-court battle between the ladies. Very nice, aggressive backhand roll from Tuionetoa on the last ball. And then we had Rafa Hewitt and Donald Young matched up earlier today. So we had just the mirror images in that mixed doubles match. So
yes.
Interesting dynamics and mixed so far.
All these lefties everywhere.
Yeah, half point duper. If you're a left-handed, you get a half point bump and duper.
You start out at 0.5. You start out at 0.5. And Andrea Koop is a player that loves to play on the left, so that arrangement will not be a problem for her at all.
Yeah, rare midcourt miss, because we always, when we call a Brandon French match, we talk about the funk because he does have interesting, unique technique, but he's also a ball maker at the same time, and really good from the midcourt and with the soft stuff from the kitchen line.
And Adam, they're the 49 seed.
Yeah, that's...
I mean, my goodness. That's how hard this mixed doubles is now. Oh, and Andrea Koop rests her case with that one inside out. That was nice.
Boom. And Andrea Koop is a mixed doubles PPA champion as well.
She sure is.
In Newport Beach with the Iceman, AJ Kohler. So, I mean, yeah, I can't, just shocking that is a 49 next to their name. It's deep. It's tough. It's tough out there.
It's rough, man. Andrea Koop just caught with the little shuffle there. I was hoping she'd object. I wanted her to object. I mean, we were begging for it.
Like it's bad enough if there's one lawyer on the court and when they're partnered up together. And I knew you're going to let them fly, partner. I'd expect nothing less.
Paddle clank doesn't work out, and Tellez and Tuionetoa take their lead up to 3.
Tuionetoa, this is such quick hands.
Yes.
I mean, she can be loaded up on one side and just switch it right back over to do what she needs to do. The hand speed and the pace of the ball coming off of her paddle is something special.
Look at that. Andrea gets herself out of trouble. She can get you out of trouble too, Michigan.
It's okay. It's 3-4 now, and we've already worked in about 5, or you have worked in about 5. That's very impressive work early on for you.
I'm with you. Oh. Apparently, Babolat has these shoes are what the players are wearing, because here's Brandon with the same. Oh my. Yeah. Full swing inside out, out of the air.
That's the slippery stuff. I mean, there's not a hint of topspin on that ball. Just so deceptive from Brandon French. Yeah,
deep return, and the lawyers have the lead here.
And that's one of French's best sources of offense when he's over there on the left. It's that inside out kind of slice backhand, so Pablo has to make the adjustment.
And what is the adjustment?
The adjustment is to be more ready with the two. He has a great one-handed backhand counter from the chest and two-hander in space. So I think that Pablo Tellez should look to put that second hand on the paddle when French gets an offensive opportunity.
Just paints the line over there with a can of Sherwin-Williams. So well done by French right there.
4-5-2.
That might be the only time you get away with that one.
Yeah, Andrea, great shot. Let's not do it again.
Jumps out of the way, and it's Lawyers +2 here.
6-4-1. Second serve. 6-4-2.
And just finds it again over there, 7-4.
It's just super simple stroke too. Just not much can go wrong on that particular shot from Brandon French.
7-4-2.
That might be in. Oh, just didn't have enough on it.
Yeah, I wanted to see because
I know.
Tuionetoa was running around it to
Yes.
find the forehand. She would have had a lot of options if it did go over.
Got cheated there. Great start, though, for Andrea and Brandon. Great defense of the ATP from Pablo, and then drop volley. And look at Brandon French is putting on a little clinic here. That was lovely after a great two-handed backhand roll session from Andrea Koop.
4-7-2. Side out.
The 49 seed is looking good today.
Yes, they are. And we haven't called Pablo's name a lot unless he's getting beat up the line by French, and looked like Pablo tried to go for a bit too much on that last ball.
Second serve.
Brandon immediately says, I like it for the step back.
I'm not so
I'm not sure he has agreement from the booth, but we're not playing.
And Andrea Koop, as you mentioned, she does like that left side. So I think sometimes when she lines up over on the right, she will pull a quicker trigger to not get in that extended dink rally.
Side out.
So they do sneak up one more. So 8-4 here.
4-8-1.
Just misses on the bailout there.
Yeah, that's one that I don't mind because he just had nothing to work with. He was beat so badly. I think that was a time to just throw one up and hope.
Wow, and Pablo wears that one from on Andrea. My goodness.
Yeah, right in the gut from Pablo Tellez. What a shot from Andrea Koop cross court, even though Pablo was lurking in the middle.
Stepping away and missed a couple of those. They need to get going here.
Yeah, not only on the scoreboard, but I think pace of play. It's been pretty cool, calm, and collected up at the kitchen line. I think the hand speed and power advantages to Tuionetoa and Tellez.
This is when you want to close the team out, at least get one here for Team Lawyer. Oh, man. He might have had that, and it goes off the tape and kisses wide. Love the idea. We saw Ben Johns hit that exact shot in the last match. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's just good. Andrea Koop kind of looks over at Brandon French. I don't think that was anyone's fault. That's just a great shot from Tuionetoa.
Because look at what side of the court it lands on. That's just perfection from Etta. And another one through the middle, so no center fielder on 2 consecutive plays, and they are within 1.
Yeah, it's a big deal to get game 1, obviously, when you're the lower seed, but also I talked about some of that deception that French has. The more you see it, the easier it is going to be to handle it. So game 1 is paramount for the Lawyers. Great play from Tellez and Tuionetoa, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. Speed and power is in their favor, so set yourself up to play points where you can utilize those strengths. And one way to do that is to dink more aggressively. So I think there was a lot of plain dinking from Tellez and Tuionetoa. You set yourself up with aggressive dinks, then you can get some offensive opportunities.
Just catches over there.
That would have been pretty special after in the air forehand from Tuionetoa. They go back over to the backhand side. Well played point by French and Koop.
Pretty combo platter from French right there.
Yeah, and on the backhand side right now, Tellez just, I know he needs in a vacuum to be there in the middle of the court, but just hold line in that situation.
Does so there. Oh, doesn't find it this time after a great dig. Getting that backside of the paddle to the chicken wing from Andrea.
Yeah, and just enough topspin on that last dink from Pablo. If you're going to make, French is going to go for it, just make him. Okay.
All right, a little warning on the serve. You got 1 warning, so duly noted. Threw Dehennis all over it, and then a wild miss, and I agree with you, Andrea. You can't do that at 8-9-2.
No argument.
Wow. Oh, beautiful bump set spike there, but that doesn't count. Man, aggressive cross court.
Yeah, and found the left hip of Tuionetoa with his paddle straight in front of his body. That's what French brings to the table, and that's what Pablo Tellez brings to the table for him and his team with those big forehands in the middle.
Short hop lob, it goes just deep. So after leading all the way to 8. They people gathered around Pickleball TV cheering on their co-workers, who got off to an amazing start. That's a great start here in game 2 as well. What went wrong?
Well, I think it was their opponents. We're more on some of the initial speed ups of French and Koop, and had more pep in the step. Pretty flat-footed to start for Tuionetoa and Pablo Tellez. I just like the way that Edda's moving.
Yes. The short hop lob goes deep again. Yeah. I mean, just battled a number of lower body injuries in 2024. And she's also a player that's awesome on the left, so have a lefty mix partner is a great fit for her.
It's a great look. Yeah, and I think Edda was, as I mentioned, flat-footed, a little unsure of herself to start game 1, and she's been building throughout.
French is cheating, and then Pablo tried to sneak in there. Nice awareness by Koop.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if she noticed that or not, or she was just going to pull the trigger, but Pablo ran himself into a poor counterattack position. Oh, yeah, that's a
hammered.
Nice first volley from Tuionetoa. And you mentioned that Law Group up in Grand Rapids, great pickleball town up there in GR.
Yes, can't love it enough. Paul Richards and the crew. I'm going to play some with Paul in March coming up before Cape Coral down in Florida, Adam.
That's right. Paul's the man.
He is absolutely the man. Stares at the paddle. I'm pretty sure it was the decision making there, sir.
Yeah, that's correct.
Objection overruled. Oh, no. Ada slumps her shoulder. She can't believe that stayed in.
Well, Pablo beat French so badly on that inside-out lefty speed up, and French found a way.
Everyone's smiling on the court. Again. Oh, dear. Oh, man. French just stole a sitter. And he just
said he got excited. Sorry. And I'm all for the fellas being aggressive, but I'm gonna take the Koop forehand in that particular situation.
And lefty, that's never going to work.
And Pablo didn't run himself into a poor position on that counterattack. He stayed home and found a forehand instead of a backhand.
Fall away jumper pulled deep, and after being down big in game 1, it has been one-way traffic here. Tuionetoa and Tellez living up to that 10 seed. That's just awesome hands from Pablo, nothing else.
Pace on the hands and quick hands. I am surprised, though, to see how high of a drop frequency Tellez and Tuionetoa are using. I was expecting more shake and bake drive on the third shots.
Especially with a healthy Edda.
Okay, looks like you beat me last time, Pablo. I'm going to take this one, and she does. Yeah, well, healthy Edda, and also the forehands poaching as well. That's one of the big things. It's not just at the kitchen line; it's the drive and crash early in the point.
When it's called on both sides of you and it's in stereo, you just accept and move on.
Andrea's she has some of that Catherine Parento firefight ability in the midcourt. She puts a lot of balls back into the kitchen from some awkward spots.
No doubt about it.
I think that's just veteran old school play from her.
Oh, and the stare down from French.
Just darting his eyes over like, man, I got myself in a pretty dang good position.
I'm on that so much, but got to make it. Just catches.
This is the type of aggressive dinking I was looking for from Tellez and Tuionetoa.
And we hadn't had one of the aggressive he missed it calls from French until now.
Yeah, it was like a kid on Christmas morning. He was so happy for that one. He missed it.
Oh my, and feathers it through the middle again. That's the third time with not much pace, and that was in by 2 feet, Adam.
Yeah, it's a beauty. Two-handed backhand off the bounce. Pablo hits it well. Woo. I mean, that's just what French does. I mean, it's hit about 8 miles an hour.
Yes.
Just got an awkward spin, and he has that paddle position that makes it so tough to read.
Oh, he committed early and great move on the poach for French. They're within 2.
Yeah, so no pace on the previous point, and that time just fires it through the middle with plenty of pace.
Oh, and now gets one off the tape, running around the court. It's chaotic, but it's working.
It certainly is. I mean, this is a very good team, the 10 seed, and the first 3/4 of game 1, and now this mini comeback in game 2. It's been pretty neck and neck between these two teams.
Within 1 on a 1. And Etta just sends that deep into the desert.
Just a great lean in from Etta Wright, getting tight to the kitchen, using all that length and that leverage that she has. And it's better job for Pablo Tellez to stay home on that particular shot from Brandon French, and just can't get the last one though. Felt like his positioning was perfect.
Oh, there's the drive and the Olay paddle from French.
That was a hard pump fake. I mean, yeah, Koop almost got tagged by that ball.
Oh, he's wound up again.
I mean, poor Andrea.
I mean, she is literally like an umpire with the catcher getting crossed up, and just she's at risk here.
Yeah, and you know, a decent amount of what French has been doing has been working, but Andrea Koop has been in some very awkward spots.
She's smiling about it.
That's great recovery from Pablo Tellez because he left a big chunk of open court.
9-5-2.
There you saw it, and Pablo was on the hunt there, but Etta couldn't make the drive. The lawyer's got to go right now. Your best closing argument. Perfect spot from Pablo.
I mean, Brandon French completely called Andrea Koop off if she was able to get to that ball. He thought it was going to go long. Some of that topspin that Pablo Tellez is creating is causing problems. Yeah, that is nice from Brandon French.
Counter of the counter.
Yeah, that's right, because Koop started at cross court and it wasn't a poor speed up, but that ball got back to Brandon very quickly, and he handled it.
And that is in front of a drive that wasn't hit perfectly from Brandon, and within 2 here on the comeback trail.
Yeah, they just won't go away.
Oh, it is 8-9-2. Wow, and Brandon was begging her to do that. Well, I asked for a closing argument, and I am getting it all the way to top 64 mixed doubles here from the Carvana Mesa Cup.
Again, quality topspin from Pablo Tellez. Brandon French wanted that ball into his midsection, and it was much below that.
Man, feathery reset from Tellez. Repeat. Wow. Oh, lefty. What is happening? What chaos. Oh, my goodness. Andrea Koop just says, I'm swinging with the left.
That's right. Extremely fun point from everybody. I even think she had time on that
totally
one.
Had time.
She just wanted to hit a lefty overhead. Good for her.
I've seen her do it before when the lob is up and over and it's hard to get the two-handed backhand there, but that was a choice. Well done from Tellez. Let French's anticipation work against him there.
Exactly right. And that is a real thing also. French making a break for that inside-out overhead, and that's not what Pablo threw his way.
Match point here for Etta and Pablo.
10-2.
Oh my, and the walk-off Ernie winner for Pablo Tellez. What a fun match. But the verdict is in.